Words of Sri Aurobindo from the book The Mother, Part 2, Letters on the Mother by Our Lord, Chapter 5, Opening and Surrender to the Mother. Topic: The Central Secret of Sadhana. Sri Aurobindo says, by remaining psychically open to the Mother, all that is necessary for work or sadhana develops progressively. That is one of the chief secrets, the central secret of the sadhana. Date 13/2/1933. But it is not by Upadesha, says Sri Aurobindo, but it is not by Upadesha that this sadhana is given or carried on. It is only those who are capable by aspiration and meditation on the Mother to open and receive her action and working within that can succeed in this yoga. Date 21/6/1937. It is a mistake to exercise the mind about these things and try to arrange them with the ordinary mind. It is by confidence in the Mother that the opening needed will come when your consciousness is ready. There is no harm in arranging your present work so that there will be time and energy for some meditation. But it is not by meditation alone that what is needed will come. It is by faith and openness to the Mother. Date 9/10/1934. Keep yourself open to the Mother, says our Lord. Keep yourself open to the Mother and in perfect union with her. Make yourself entirely plastic to her touch and let her mold you swiftly towards perfection. Date 9/3/1934. You have only to aspire to keep yourself open to the Mother, to reject all that is contrary to her will, and to let her work in you, doing also all your work for her, and in the faith that it is through her force that you can do it. If you remain open in this way, the knowledge and realization will come to you in due course. To practice yoga implies the will to overcome all attachments and turn to the divine alone. The principal thing in the yoga is to trust the divine grace at every step, to direct the thought and continually to the divine, and to offer oneself till the being opens and the Mother's force can be felt working in the adhara. All things are the divine because the divine is there, but hidden, not manifest. When the mind goes out to things, it is not with the sense of the divine in them, but for the appearances only which conceal the divine. It is necessary, therefore, for you as a sadhak to turn entirely to the Mother in whom the divine is manifest and not run after the appearances, the desire of which or the interest in which prevents you from meeting the divine. Once the being is consecrated, then it can see the divine everywhere, and then it can include all things in one consciousness without a separate interest or desire. Next topic: right way of opening. Question by a sadhak: what is the meaning of opening? Sri Aurobindo says, it is the receptivity to the Mother's presence and her forces. Question: what is the right and perfect way to get this opening? Answer: Sri Aurobindo says, aspiration, quietude, widening of oneself to receive, rejection of all that tries to shut you to the divine. Question: how to know that I am opening to the Mother and not to other forces? Sri Aurobindo says you have to be vigilant. and see that there is no moment of disturbance, desire, and ego. Question: what are the indications of a real opening to the mother? Sri Aurobindo says, that shows itself at once. When you feel the divine peace, equality, wideness, light, ananda, knowledge, strength, when you are aware of the mother's nearness or presence of the working of her force, etc. If any of these things are felt, it is the opening. The more are felt, the more complete the opening. April 1933. Question: opening. What does it mean? Is it not to keep anything secret from the mother? Sri Aurobindo says that is the first step towards opening. 17/6/1933. Next question: how to open to the Divine Mother? Sri Aurobindo says, by faith and surrender in a quiet mind. Date 18/6/1933. Next topic: openness to the mother. Sri Aurobindo says, to be open is simply to be so turned to the mother that her force can work in you without anything refusing or obstructing her action. If the mind is shut up in its own ideas and refuses to allow her to bring in the light and the truth, if the vital clings to its desires and does not admit the true initiative and impulsions that the mother's powers bring, if the physical is shut up in its desires, habits, and inertia and does not allow the light and force to enter in it and work, then one is not open. It is not possible to be entirely open at once in all moments, but there must be a central opening in every part and a dominant aspiration or will in each part, not in the mind alone, to admit only the mother's workings. The rest will then be progressively done. 28/10/1934. Sri Aurobindo says, to remain open to the mother is to remain always quiet, happy, confident, not restless, not grieving or despondent. To let her force work in you, guide you, give you knowledge, give you peace and ananda. If you cannot keep yourself open, then aspire constantly, but quietly that you may be open. Question: some dissatisfactions come and affect the heart which is opening to the mother. Sri Aurobindo says, get rid of these dissatisfactions. They prevent the permanent psychic opening. Question: perhaps it is because the psychic is just opening that it comes under the influence of these dissatisfactions? Sri Aurobindo says, what the psychic always feels is what the mother does is for the best and accepts all with gladness. It is the vital part of the heart that is easily touched by these suggestions. Next topic: opening of the inner being. Question: does the inner being open to the mother by itself? Sri Aurobindo says, the inner being does not open except by sadhana or by some psychic touch in the life. Date 30/10/1933. Question: what is this part that feels like opening to the mother through writing, even if it is the same thing that goes on being repeated? Sri Aurobindo says, it may be the inner mental, it may be the psychic. Date 28/11/1933.